run the game and shoot what said as you claim it. Instant Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalker, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot what said as you claim.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And this is Tuesday, a wonderful Tuesday, and guess who's back? Your boy's back. So you'll figure out who's back today. Is it a welcome guest? You guys got to let me know. Because as far as you guys letting me know what's going on, then I can let you guys know. And we had a discrepancy going on in the gaming community in knowing exactly what's going on and what is a port beggar, what makes a port beggar, because there's a lot of people out here trying to change the narrative on what exactly a port beggar is. There's some people with high IQ and there's some people with extremely low IQ. So sometimes we got to dial it back for some of the people, right? So let's dial it back a little bit and let's talk a little softly, a little bit slowly for these guys to catch up. All right. So guys, we're going to talk a little bit slowly so you can catch up to us. Right? Anyway, we have a lot of things moving and shaking. This is very light Tuesday on information, but hopefully stuff is happening for you guys. But also, this is Prime Days. This is October Prime Days, the 8th to the 11th, where deals are happening. And if I can find a deal, I'm bringing that deal to you, because what we do here on this channel is we save money. It's not about how much money you can spend and how much money you can flaunt. It's about how much money you can save and where you can get those savings to fund your hobby. Because have your fun, fund your fun. Have your hobby be the one. Make your hobby the best hobby and don't let it drain on your pockets. Remember, this is a hobby. This is not a priority. It's not a necessity. Understand those things. So I'm going to make sure that you're able to save as much as possible in order to game as best as possible. Let's get to it. There we go. There we go. So it's King David ILP on Twitch. Everybody got to know this is where we go. This is what it's about. This is where we at. Friday shows will be done here. So the XNWO, Xbox New World Order.
Oh, hold on.
All the games will be here. Support your boy. Everything's going up. If you didn't know, now you know. So let's get it. I think I found Sony's next big remake. Sony announces the permanent removal of Little Big Planet 3 on the PlayStation 4 from the PlayStation Store. Anytime Sony removes a game from the PlayStation Store, it is followed by a remake of said title on the PlayStation 5. As of October 31st, all of the DLC is going along with it, Sony said. So if you already downloaded it in PlayStation Plus, don't worry, you'll be able to download it. If you already purchased it with all the DLC, all that stuff will be able to be downloaded later on after that date, but no more further purchases of said title will be available after that date. So October 31st, Halloween, the Boogeyman is coming for you. And understand what the Boogeyman does. He does things that go bump in the night. And what's going bump in the night this night is little sack boy will be sacked for good. It sucks, because that is the next remake. Little Big Planet 3 on the PlayStation 5. The remake with DLC included, coming to your PlayStation 5 Pro. Be on the lookout. And remember, the King is 98% right all the time. So, get your ducks in a row, because this one is rearing to go. Red Dead Redemption is finally releasing on the PC. Release date 14 years after it first launched. Oh boy. October 29th. The end of October is going to be crazy. You know, from the 25th on, you have people playing Call of Duty. Then you have Little Big Planet leaving on the 31st. And now you have Red Dead Redemption and The Undead Nightmare finally hitting PC October 29th, 14 years after Rockstar's Wild West adventure first launched on the PlayStation 3 and the 360 back in 2010. Wow, it's like these years, like when we got into the 20s, it's kind of crazy. The time just start flying past. Well, let me tell you what you can expect from Double 11, who worked on the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch ports of Red Dead Redemption. The PC-specific enhancements include 4K native resolution up to 144 hertz and compatible hardware monitor support for both ultra wide, that's 21.9, and super ultra wide, 32.9. HDR10 support and full keyboard and mouse functionality. This also supports NVIDIA's DLSS 3.7 and AMD FSR 3.0 upscaling technologies, NVIDIA's DLSS frame generation, adjustable draw distance, shadow qualities, and more. Rockstar has added. What can I say when it comes to this? It's been long in the making. Individuals have been asking for this, and all I can say is if this is the game that you've been looking for, you finally have it, and I want you to enjoy it as much as possible. So this is a game I'm pretty sure. My earliest assessments of Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. Let me tell you something. This is not Dragon Ball Z The Fighters. This is not Dragon Ball Z The Fighters. No, this reminds me of those early games I was playing early on, the Dragon Ball Z games. So if you are looking for Dragon Ball Z The Fighters, this is not it. This is something completely different, a whole anime cartoon, a whole beast within itself. And I'm kind of pissed off because in a week where I get Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero and I got Undisputed, that sucks. That's pretty bad. That's not cool at all. You know, the game is unimaginably beautiful. Yo, I am not gonna lie, this game looks truly like you're playing a cartoon. So when you come through on Friday, that's Twitch. That's King David at King David IOP on Twitch. That's where the live show would be. That's where our community shows will be. It will be on Twitch from now on, and then that stuff will be shared out. But yeah, am I super happy? I'm super happy and super depressed at the same time because I downloaded 3 games today. 3 games today. One being Metaphor, the other being Dragon Ball Z, and I was playing Smurfs. If anybody saw what I was doing today at the same time, and then getting some Fortnite, and it's going to be a long haul when it comes to these titles and getting the stuff out. But again, I'm just getting my bearings and seeing the menus and everything. So really, I'm 1% into the game. Okay. I let my son know that it's downloaded, it's ready for him to start playing. So told him to go do it. I think that was a bad idea. I think he's going to be miles ahead of me when it's time for me to get a chance to play the game. So I understand what I'm in for. I know what the community is coming to do. And all I can say is, have mercy. Have mercy. Fortnite Mirrors. A little short where we have Leatherface, Mephisto, and a couple of other characters. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna show the Doom trailer of Fortnite. You know how I feel about this. If you want to see me play Fortnite at least once a day, every day, you can go to my Twitch channel. That's King David King David ILP at Twitch. So Fortnitemares is up. This is the current season right now, which I could probably arguably say is the greatest season in Fortnite history. If it's ever a time for you to jump into Fortnite, I'm going to tell you to jump into Fortnite right now, because I have not seen this level of skins being dropped with music, with cars, with all the abilities to play Legos. There's so many different versatile ways to play. And if you were scared off by building, I play no build mode, right? So there's no build mode, there's build mode, there's any way that you want to play the game, it's available for everyone, so I honestly would tell you to check that out. I don't know whose idea was to release this game. Steel City Interactive game wants to launch the same week as Sparkling Zero, Silent Hill, Diablo. All these games, man. I don't know what is going on. When have we ever been bombarded with these many games? And the fact of the matter is, I got to play this game with the community. Now, what I'm going to tell you is, I do not, and I will not ever capitulate to the fact that I think this is as good as the 360 and the PlayStation 3's Fight Night. Be it graphically, at all. What I will say is it reminds me of the later on versions of the Fight Night series that was on the PlayStation 3. I forgot, the lineage of it, but I remember the first one I saw with the 360 was with Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins. Nothing has ever mirrored, paralleled, or even came close to the graphical fidelity and pure ferocity of that game. Everything else has been a pale comparison to that game. So I don't even consider this game in the same stratosphere when it comes to what that game brought to the table and what it achieved, right? It was a true contender with the Fight Night legacy. These games that have spawned from it seem to be lesser than. Now, when I'm telling you lesser than, I'm talking about on the graphical fidelity. No, I'm not talking about the overall playability of said games and the ingenuity that went inside said games and the whole metrics that's in the games, as far as the strategy that goes into boxing, parries and stuff, stamina, jabs, step, move, left, right, as far as throwing your hooks, your jabs, your 1-2s. I believe that these games were more in line with what true boxing is compared to that initial serving of Fight Night. Many of my Fight Night compatriots can attest to this, but I'm going to say Undisputed has a very large roster when it comes to current and past champions. There's a ton of venues. Now, mind you, this game was downloaded and not even touched. But what I did touch was when I touched it, before, and we did a review. That video is up at lordsofgaming.net. You can go check that out, where you saw the King go up against Sovereign in the Battle of the Roys. I think it was Sugar Ray Robinson versus Roy Jones Jr. He took God versus me as Roy. I think Sugar Ray Robinson would have beat anybody, any person, heavyweight, all the way up and down the categories of weight. But game is cool. I don't know what made people release this game in this packed month of pure contenders up for the throne. I don't understand it. It's becoming increasingly confusing why companies do this and choose to do this without the backing of a service to push your game to the wanting eyes of gamers, opposed to dropping it in a holiday season where finances are low and the pickings are high. Because if you're going to say that this game dropped when Metaphor drops, and so did Dragon Ball Z and Silent Hill and Diablo and all these other titles, one of these games is going to be the odd man out. And unless you're a boxing aficionado, which there has been very slim pickings, I don't know. I guess they thought their chances was really good. I don't know. It baffles me. Oh, by the way, for anybody that wanted to know who Cog wanted me to be, he wanted me to be Shaq inside Fortnite. Shout out to Yobi, legendary Yobi, my guy. Definitely incredible guy. So the skin, I think it's the first time. I think Shaq's been available before. I know LeBron has been available. I don't know if Jordan's been available, but this version of Shaq is, the Shaq the DJ, the Shaq Diesel, and his persona is larger than life, like Shaq is. So, boom, Shaq is inside Fortnite, and it's crazy, having so much fun. Get to it. This is Xbox Frontline News with your boy the King. You know exactly what we do. We're here to save that money. So right now you can get the refurbished PlayStation 5s at $349. That's half the cost of a PlayStation 5 Pro. And the one with the disc drive costs $399. Refurbished PlayStations are officially available through Sony, starting at $350. Remember, I told you, refurbished consoles are factory refurbished, come straight from the manufacturer. It's a great buy. They have a greater warranty other than the manufacturer's warranty. Is a buy without thought. Excuse me. Trust and believe. This is how I will tell you, if you are waited this long in the cycle to get a console, this is the best way to do it. Prime days are here through the 8th through the 11th. Take advantage of Prime days, where I will keep talking about savings and passing those savings on to you guys. This is Prime Days, and this is Xbox Frontline News. We're definitely going to bring you the savings. I tell you, this is what we're about. This is what we're doing. We're about passing those savings on to you. These are Prime Days, October 8th through the 11th. Xbox Series X and X expansion cards are near their lowest prices on Prime Days. You can find the speedy storage available right now for the cheapest prices. Right now, you can get yourself the Western Digital All Black C50 1 terabit storage expansion card on sale right now for $120.64. And the Western Digital 512 gigabyte card for $65.54. The Western Digital expansion card for the Series X and S is $66. What is it? The Seagate storage is at $130. That is the 2 terabit. No. External SSDs are sold at 512 gigabytes, 1 terabit, and 2 terabit. The 1 terabit is $130. The 2 terabit is at $200, $199. This is what is available right now. I'm telling you right now, Amazon has got these sales. If you need these cards, if you need the expansion of the storage, Fight Night Fridays are something that we do. And if you don't want to remove games and just download them again and go through the hassle, you can have quick access to your games on these SSDs. I have a 2 terabit. Shout out to my boy. You know what it is. Is necessary, especially when you're playing so many fighting games on Friday that you're able to drop in, drop out, and switch between games. This is something that is necessary. Now, all iOS controllers, iOS phones will be able to use Xbox controllers. Previously, they were able to use PlayStation controllers. They were PlayStation friendly. Now they are supporting Xbox controllers, and we are looking for this to be a new thing and for this to be the mainstay when it comes to the way you play on your iOS, your tablets, your phones, and your Mac devices. This is it. So if you've been waiting for it, now it's here. Use your Xbox controllers to control your destiny, if you will, when it comes to Apple and all the devices. I guess the education of port begging has to come into play now, right? Since you guys really don't understand what I mean when I'm saying port begging. For instance, a first party title made by Sony is and Xbox is asking for, let's say, God of War and titles of that ilk. That stuff there is port begging. If you heard me say, man, I would really love God of War on Xbox, I'll take that. That's port begging. There's no such thing as port begging for third-party titles on opposite consoles. That's not port begging. A third-party studio is a third-party studio. I think there has been clear lines drawn in mental illness. And I've noticed that there's different levels of education and mental cognizance when it comes to certain individuals in this community. Sometimes you do have the conversation and you do say stuff like, hey, man, you think that you're having a conversation with somebody that's on the same mental scape as yourself, the same IQ level as yourself, that you will say a joke and they would understand it. And a lot of times that is just simply not the case. You're dealing with people that have diminished capabilities when it comes to mental cognizance. And it's troubling. Sometimes it's a little bit disturbing where they can hear something and you thought that you spoke clearly enough and defined the parameters of the said conversation and subject matter, but the individuals do find themselves devolving into something other than what you said, or extrapolating words and thoughts from something that you did not mention or infer or even talked about. So, to be very clear, the defining capabilities of a port beggar is an individual wishing and hoping for first-party games that are made from a first-party studio on a competing platform to be put on a competing platform. Right, now let me say this. Don't fall for what's going on inside the public space right now. The public space is having media constantly say stuff like, is Halo going over? That is inciting clickbait. That's inciting conversation to drive that interest to that site. Now you're gonna say, yo, King, you just put that inside your title. And I also said, or is it port beggars, right? So a lot of times Addict is making the titles for these things. I'm not really making titles. My titles start off one way and then I go to look and my titles completely change. So don't fault me. Attic is doing the thumbnails and Attic is doing the titles. But at the end of the day, you have to understand a lot of that stuff is driven to drive you guys to beg. And it's so sad. I have not seen, and somebody have said it inside my comments, Xbox guys asking for PlayStation games. I want to know what PlayStation titles that Xbox gamers are looking for, asking for, and wanting on the Xbox ecosystem so we can call these port beggars out. Because in no time do I or any of the people that follow Xbox Frontline News want any PlayStation games. Right? Now, when we do get third-party titles, we laugh at you, and yeah, we got your girl. So what? But first-party titles, no, that's out of bounds. We're not doing that. That's not what we come from. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we asking for. So, again, I find it very strange, people not understanding the parameters when we talk about this. So hopefully, this has eloquently explained to you the parameters and where we are and what we're talking about. Okay. So until you see us, hear us say something like, we want Ratchet and Clank on Xbox, which we do not, then that's when we consider port beggars. And don't tell me Xbox is willingly passing something over. You keep on saying, oh, when Starfield, when Forza, when this, when that. That is port begging by proxy. Do you understand? Stop begging. It's becoming disgusting. You're looking very strange, and this is not what you was raised up on. Please do your homework on being better. This is all I'm asking you dudes to do, because I'm watching you, and this is turning into something that's kind of disgusting. Something that, technically, this is why I block half of you dudes, because you're poor begging, and it's becoming, it's not fun anymore. It's not competitive. This is not fun. It's usually my game against your game, or it's just not fun. And for the person that said, where's the story about with this Halo? Excuse me. Bro, they're talking about the Unreal Engine 5 because Epic just had the Unreal show. They're talking about them moving over to Unreal. They ain't talking about storyboard. Man, stay focused, man. Read the room. Know what we're talking about. Know what this is about. This is about Halo going to the Unreal Engine 5. And just because you feel in your head it's a multi-plat engine, they'll never make it over there. Like Slipspace or Slipstream or whatever the hell the joint was called, the engine couldn't be done on the PlayStation. It could, dummy. So this is not the case. Just understand, man. Just because it's on Unreal Engine 5, and you guys are having a huge problem with Unreal Engine 5 at the moment. Y'all got to get that together first before you're begging. Silent Hill is a mess. Fix it. Disgusting.
This is the Stupid Dumb Wrong Spoon. I only hit people with it that are stupid, dumb, or wrong.
I was watching this game called Off the Grid, and I reported about this game. This is probably the third time I've reported about this game. And all right, so I didn't get a chance to see the actual gameplay until I was just laying there, and I had tuned into, I forgot whose channel it was. I'm gonna have to go back and check the guy's channel out. But all right, so the trailer gave me more insight in the game. So each combatant now, in order to participate, because they drop you off on like these islands and stuff like that. In order to participate, they have to willingly submit their body to augmentation, and that is ripping off both limbs, your arm, well, all limbs, arms and legs, right? And then you become these robotically enhanced individuals, which is crazy within itself. But while you're on the field, you're able to repair yourself and, grab different arms and legs, different appendages, and while you're fighting. So imagine, if you will, Call of Duty, but this thing is like Warzone, where, not even gonna say Warzone. It has danger areas where you have to stay within the zones, but this funny part here is where they can grow you back from a single cell and grow back your torso and your head. So that's exactly all you are, is your torso and your head, your chest cavity or whatever, your upper torso, your lower torso, and your head. And the rest of your appendages is robot appendages. Graphically, the game is phenomenal. It did play well. It was smooth from what I saw. And moving at 60 frames per second to me, but regardless to what, the game itself was a really good looking game. Let me know if it's something that you got a chance to play. In the crowded genre, I don't know how it makes it, but it is very intriguing and it's very visceral. Okay, I don't know if it was Big Bad Mo or whoever recently just asked me to get into Game Pass drops. So I had stopped doing Game Pass drops, Game Pass drop Tuesday, because dudes wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't even talking about it anymore, right? So again, this game right here, Mad Streets, I got to do an update to this, right? So it's Mad Streets that is up there right now that I wanted to get a chance to play on Fight Night Fridays, but we got so many games to actually play. So I just do want y'all to get a chance to check this out. Now, if you see me, it says install on my PC. I don't really play on my PC that much. If I do, I'm playing Steam games and stuff like that. My Steam library is for this stuff. Might play a couple of other games. Sifu, I highly recommend. Played the hell out of this game. If you know, this reminds me of Channel 5. What we come from. So again, check out Sifu. Sifu is a dope game to get into, beat 'em up game. Like I'm pretty sure that Mad Streets is. Legend of Mana. Legend of Mana dropped. And again, this is another one of those titles where it's a dope RPG for you to, fall in love with and see the wonderful, beautiful world of Mana and fall in love with these titles. Let's get over to Trials of Mana. Trials of Mana is, again, in the Mana series, in the Mana world. What someone expressed to me is that, King, just make sure you let them know that is 3D and it's not 2D like Legend of Mana. All right, so you guys get a chance to see the world, a beautiful world within itself. Get a chance to play it. I've been playing it on my Series S upstairs in the room. When I get a chance, I play a couple of those games. Now, this is what I had brought my Vita for, and I was playing it on my Vita. This is from the Tokyo Game Show. The Tokyo Game Show drops. We Love Katamari, Reroll, the Royal Reverie. And if anybody knows this, it's like, that sticky stuff. And it just, as it rolls, it just picks up more and more stuff as it goes along. So, again, pure Japanese game, a Japanese title with Japanese sensibilities to it and with Japanese humor. So, this is what I picked up my Vita for so long ago. All right, all you need is help. Again, another Japanese title, puzzle type title that you get a chance to. It looks to me like Tetris, like with cushions. So with a couple of players, get a chance to play that, have some fun with it. Again, another Japanese-based title that you might be interested in. I never got a chance to play that game. Aura, History Untold Standard Edition. If anybody got a chance to see that in the last, was it a showcase? It was just a regular show. You get to explore the living world. It's like a micromanager. Build a nation and lead your people throughout history and the pinnacles of human achievement as you explore new lands, develop arts, culture, conduct diplomacy, go head to head with your rivals to prove that you are the greatest ruler ever known. It's your world now. So, again, if those games appeal to you, micromanaging God type sims, get a chance to check out Aura. And how far back did we go? Frostpunk for PC. Again, if you have Game Pass Ultimate and you have a high-powered PC, you get a chance to check out Frostpunk. I don't know if a lot of you guys are interested in it. Develop, expand, and advance your city and society survival game that sets 30 years after an apocalyptic blizzard ravaged Earth. In Frostpunk 2, you face not only the perils of the never-ending winter, but also the powerful fractions that watch your every step inside the console's hull. All right, so get a chance to check that out if you're into that type of game. Let's move it right along. I think we had ended up at Riders Republic, right? Because Age of Mythology came out and we did that, but we didn't do Riders Republic. Train 5, New Frontiers, Overwatch. That's the Overwatch when Overwatch 2 dropped inside Game Pass with all the DLC and the Season 12. And what is this? This is War Groove 2. War Groove 2. Again, trouble stirs in the shores of Oriana, and the ambitious new faction has unearthed forbidden relics capable of catastrophic consequences, but how far will they go to achieve glory? Take to the battlefield, sea and sky, with a new cast of commanders using your wits to wage turn-based war. So it's a turn-based war type strategy game. And if you're into that type of stuff, that is definitely here for your pickings. So Game Pass drop Tuesday. So We're back, baby. And if you appreciated it, let me know because I didn't know if you appreciated Game Pass drop. And if you appreciate it, let me know. There we go. There we go. So it's King David ILP on Twitch. Everybody got to know this is where we go. This is what it's about. This is where we at. Friday shows will be done here. So the XNWO Xbox New World Order.
Oh, hold on.
All the games will be here. Support your boy. Everything's going up. If you didn't know, now you know. So let's get it. So this has been a wonderful Tuesday. I can't lie. Me digging for information, trying to find information to bring back stuff to you guys, it's a great thing. Talked about some of the Fortnite stuff. I talked about some of the Game Pass Tuesday. So if you like Game Pass Tuesday being back, let me know. Also, the Twitch channel. Remember, guys, this Friday, I'm going to drop a regular video here on YouTube, but it's destroying my algorithm. I'm not being pushed over to a lot of people because of the live shows. So I have to did the live shows on YouTube, but the live shows will continue on Twitch. So if you want to see me on Twitch, this is where I stream daily. Every day I'm playing on Twitch. So if you want to see that stuff, go over to the Twitch. You can get a chance to see Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, and you get a chance to see Undisputed, us playing over there, Street Fighter, Tekken, everything. And then you also get a chance to hear our voices because we will be in the Discord having these conversations. So please go over to the Twitch, become a member, follow whatever the hell over on Twitch, because that's where all the streaming will be. And today's a day where I get a chance to say, I've never, and this is the first time I can say this. This month is jam-packed, bro, with games. I don't know how some companies drop games back to back to back to back to back and hope these games survive. Are these games being put out there to just be gobbled up? Do you have that much belief in your title that you don't see the other titles that are orbiting your title? Do you think your title is that much of a standout? It's a wonder why these titles fail in the magnitude that they do. And if any title can succeed in this wonderful week of extraordinary games being dropped, from Silent Hill to Metaphor to Dragon Ball Z to Undisputed, these titles and more are being pushed to the public, and we just have so much time. We don't have all the time in the world. So I don't know what's going on or what's going to happen. But I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around time, because I need more time in order to play these games. And it just seems like I go to work, I come back home, I do a couple of things, I stream a little bit, take a little rest, boom, I'm back up, making some video, right back to sleep. Time is draining. I don't know what's going on. And it's kind of crazy. I don't know. Let me know if you're suffering from the same thing, that time seems to be slipping from you guys. Let me know in the comments below, because I've never had this problem. It seems like I have less and less time of the day to do all the things that I really want to do, and I'm just doing the things that I have to do. And I'm just going to tell you, try to play the Game Pass.